Yes, gentleman with that orange.
I had two questions. Can you talk about how you conceived the opening of the show with Don's long walk and ending up in the phone booth? And secondly, any good stories behind one of my favorite episodes, which I think was a two-parter, when Don Rickles guested on
Well,
I didn't get all of that.
I can
I missed
answer.
the part after you said, here's my question. I didn't hear Don Rickles, though.
I can answer the first part. We needed an opening, and it occurred to me that this would be interesting, and I just sat down and wrote it, and then because we needed to send it in immediately, I shot it as well, and I got a great deal of encouragement from Buck Henry, who felt it was surreal, and that was that's nice. That's a very rich-sounding word. We're doing something surrealistic on the show, and he loved it, and it was so right. And we figured, well, we'll replace it. And generally, shows change their openings after a number of years, but this became such a signature that it remained that way throughout all of our years.
And I remember we were concerned because there was no hole on the floor under the phone booth.
Oh, yes.
And so, you know, we weren't sure it was going to work, and Don said, don't worry about it. And he just dropped. He just dropped right below it.
Yeah, we were figuring on really cutting a hole in the stage.
Talking about Rickles, every time he did a show, and he did a few of them, it would have to be a two-parter. Because the first show would be over budget, overdone, because we were laughing. We spent the whole day laughing at each other. I remember one time we were captured by chaos, and we were in a cellar, and we were chained to the wall. And there was the villain, the chaos villain, was called the maestro, because he led a symphony orchestra. And he played it kind of on the gay side. And he would say, and now, when this music goes off, this cannon, and a gigantic cannon comes out of the opposite wall. He said, will go off, and you will be blown to bits. And I said, are you kidding? I said, if that cannon goes off, the cops and the Marines will come rolling in here like oranges. And he said, not if I use this. And he reaches down and puts on a gigantic silencer. Now, Rickles and I are hysterical. We are on the wall, chained to the wall, and the line I'm supposed to say is, that's the second biggest silencer I ever saw. We couldn't get the line out. We kept laughing, laughing, laughing. Jimmy Comack was directing the show. And after we laughed away about $2 million, what they did was they left the stage, everybody. They turned out the lights, and they closed the doors of the stage and left Rickles and I tied to the wall. 15 minutes, they opened the door, slid it open, and what they heard was laughter. So finally, in frustration, Jimmy Comack said, all right, send Adams to his dressing room, we'll take a single of Rickles. Then send Rickles to his dressing room, we'll take a single of Don. It's the only way that we could get it done. I had so much fun with him. He's such a funny man. And I loved it when he comes as my army buddy. He doesn't know I'm a spy. And the nets start falling, and all the gimmicks start, and I'm talking into the shoe, and he's going. And we make a date with the girls, and he says, Max, do me a favor. When we go out with the girls tonight, don't talk into the shoe.